Hip width apart.
So you want your elbows bent when you start. It shouldn't be all the way out, it should be bent in. And from here, you're going to sit down and back, drop into the heels, and come on up. So for someone who cannot squat properly without a TRX, this is the perfect way to get them to learn how to squat properly, by using this in their rehab. So you got player trainers around watching them, look at the people's knees. See if their knees are bowing. Look, now everyone wants to check that out. See if their knees are bowing in, bowing out, what they might be doing wrong, and how would you correct that pattern. We have on here a single leg squat. So have them to lift one leg up, kind of like a piston squat, put it in front of you, and now squat down, and you feel the difference. And you'll notice you have to activate that glute to help push your leg up. All right, and one step up from that, we have our jumping squat. That's 2 legs. Some people wonder why we'd use a jumping squat. Well, if your athlete has to return to play, and they have to be back on the field, they should be able to do a jumping squat on your TRX. All right, it also helps with form. Sometimes a jump squat, they'll stop here. With the TRX, they'll feel more comfortable getting all the way down. Okay? So try like 5 or 6 jumping squats. Again, nobody rip your pants yet, Joe? If your pants rip, I will laugh. Wow. I have extra clothes in my car in case somebody rips their pants. All right, so next person in that group, step up. We're going to do a lunge series now. All right, so the first one we're going to do is a back lunge. So all you're going to do is you take one foot back, stepping back and lunging down. Keeping your chest upright, facing the TRX, so you stand facing towards the anchor point. You're stepping back and down. You put the foot down. This is your first part of the lunge series, so doing the back lunge. Now to make it harder, you do a balance lunge. So all you're doing is the same exact thing, instead of the foot touching the ground, you're going to come back and the foot stays off the ground. And you'll see how much harder it gets to keep your balance. Again, the beauty with this is the person goes through full range of motion from holding on to the TRX. Normally they won't be able to do full range of motion because they'll be stuck here and they'll be able to go lower than that. All right, next one. You guys are all going to go to the right. You can go to the right. We're doing a lateral lunge. Again, we move in 3 different planes of motion. It's not just sagittal plane stuff. So what you guys are going to do is come down and into a lateral lunge, keeping the chest up, facing the ankle point, and stay. You got room. Yeah, hike your pants up a little bit. Yeah, step to the right. Come into a lunge. Good. And back up. Keep going. Next one we have it says side lunge here, but it's a courtesy lunge. So what you're going to do is, well, ladies are probably better. You're going to step back into a little courtesy bow. I think it's a courtesy, right? Courtesy. Courtesy. Yeah, because I do this all the time.
Kids may do too.
Yeah, I know exactly. Oh, my bad. Yeah. So I say hello, everybody. What's up? Yo, what up, son? Step into this. All right, next one, which is probably one of the more difficult ones and the one we use a lot for rehab. You're going to stand facing away from the anchor point, and you're going to put one foot in TRX. So if an athlete is here and they're doing a one-leg lunge, we can work on this with the running mechanics and have them come here and drive up and teach them how to use their arms when they're running. Okay, so we'll do that a lot with the TRX. The last one, which I'm not going to make you guys do because it's definitely going to tear your pants, is a side suspended lunge. So we're in this position here, the legs going to drive down. We're coming down here and driving back up. Okay? So while you're doing this, you can have them chopping the ball. You'll be tossing the ball back and forth. All right, but that's really going to stretch the adductor and fire the glute on this side. Help to maintain that balance. Next one, next group. Somebody else step up. We're doing our hamstring series, so be on the ground, heels in the TRX, and you should feel it activating all in your posterior chain. All right, so next one from here, what you do is a hamstring curl. So you're going to pick your hips up again, and you're going to curl your heels in towards your butt line down. Right, there you go. So pick your hips up and curl in. There you go, curl in. You should feel that burn in your hamstrings.
Yeah, I feel like my shoes are coming off.
So next one from there, you're going to come up, bring your knees to your chest. All the way in, and then do a hip press. So you drop your hips up and down, maintain that position in TRX. Good, drop the hips down. Now coming down, bring your knees in, bend them in. Hips from there, back down. You can knees bent though, and your last one, which is probably the harder one, is you're going to do runners. So you're going to pick your hips up again, keep your legs straight, and bring one leg in at a time without the TRX sawing. So keep your hips up, come one leg in at a time.
Wait a second.
Don't saw, don't saw. And these are called the runners. So it's going to help strengthen up the hamstrings. All right, guys, hop up. Next person up, you won't be on the ground, you'll be standing up. And you're going to come straight up to an I, and then back down. So keep your abs nice and tight. Come all the way up. There you go. Perfect. If it's too easy, bring your feet in closer to the anchor point. Change your position. Remember, don't bend your elbows. Arms straight. Come all the way up and back down. This is your I. Again, so work the posterior part of your shoulder. It's great for baseball players or anybody who throws a lot, overhead athletes, because they get so tight in their pec minor. We're constantly throwing, come through here. You actually work the posterior chain and get them to stretch out that chest. All right, next one is the Ys. Like YMCA, same thing, coming up and going to a Y. Next one's a T. Give yourself some room. You're gonna come out to a T. So you come all the way out, stretch out, and come back down. You wanna retract those shoulder blades, squeeze those rhomboids. You got it? There you go, good. And the last one's called a W. So you're gonna start like you do in a row. That's all right, you're good. So you're gonna be here, you're pulling back, and then you're gonna externally rotate at the same time. So for a lot of your athletes who have to work the rotator cuff, do an external rotation, you start in this position, come up, have an external rotate into a W, squeeze, hold that contraction, and then return to your starting position. Make sure you squeeze those shoulder blades together as you come back. All right? Good? You guys feeling the back of your shoulders? Now with this one, you want to make sure is you watch that sagging in your core. All right, if you're not keeping your core engaged, you're either going to be down, or what you'll see with a lot of athletes, they leave their butt and they're kind of like doing this when they do TRX. It's not effective if you do it that way. So take your butt with you. So that's your fly series. All right, next person up for each group. Toes in. All right. So you can be lying down on your elbows. And it's going to hold your body up. There you go. Keeping your abs tight in this position. You're resisting gravity to keep your abs tight. Okay, a lot of your athletes, your abdominal muscles are made to resist motion, not create it. Okay? So your abdominal muscles weren't made to keep contracting here. They're made to hold you up. From this position, what you can do is a reverse crunch. You bring your knees to your chest. And the next one you do is a pike. Your butt's will come straight up in the air. So keep your legs straight, don't bend them. Butt straight up in the air and back down. Yeah, way to make it harder, you can go on your hands instead of on your elbows. And that'll definitely make it more difficult.
Come on, Michelle, you can do it.
Pike it up, pike it up. Okay, 3 groups. And we're going to go over a few case studies. So everyone grab your sheets. Get into a group.